Hello and welcome to the second episode on the Minicraft server. I'm Ab Fielder, and you might be wondering why I'm starting this episode in front of an automatic sheep farm. Well, the reason is simple. It's because eagles did this to me. And I did get live footage of this, but annoyingly it did not record the sound, which kind of ruins this prank, but you can catch it on my stream, which did. So yeah, eagles, I've got to come back for it, and it involves that sheep farm. So yeah, I'm over at Eagle's base, and Eagle has these lovely towers, and then in between the towers he has these wonderful decorative structures. Now, I'm sure you can work out the rest. It involves using a bit of wool and maybe a little bit of self-advertisement, but a little bit more on that later on in this episode. So let's jump back into some actual jobs that we're doing this week, and the first one is our very own iron farm. Dazcorp have an iron farm, but they're charging 7 diamonds per stack of iron blocks, and that is bankrupting me when I need to make hoppers for things like the mob farm over there. So it's about time we have our own iron farm. So at the moment, I'm just preparing up the area. So I'm using, and I think it's pronounced Unbob. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right or not, but I'll link the farm in the description below. And so it has 4 villager modules, which are those squares on the outside over to the left over there. Center module, and then there's 2 more, and I'm just clearing out the area so we have the room for those 2, and it all just looks a little bit better. So we'll just speed this up a minute, and we'll finish off clearing the rest of this space. Okay, while we do that, let's talk a little bit more about the design of this farm. So as mentioned, it has 4 villager pods. In each one of those pods is 3 villagers, makes a total of 12 villagers that we got to transport across from our villager breeder over by the main base. And then we've got to get those guys into position. Now, in the center of this farm is a zombie in a rail cart, so we've got to capture a zombie, get him into a rail cart, put him on this track that goes around the center. As the zombie goes around past each of the villager pods, in theory, he should scare the villagers, and that should generate us another iron golem. All we then have to do is drop the iron golem down, create a killing zone using a lava blade, and collect the rewards. Nice and simple, right? What could possibly go wrong? Awesome. So we have the ground leveled out, and we have marked the area for the farm on the ground. It's not strictly necessary, but we're building the farm up in the air, so it's a little bit easier if we've just got some guidelines on where everything's got to go, and makes it easier just to plan it all out. So the first thing we need to do is go up 10 blocks. We're going to build this thing raised up off the ground. Now the reason for this is if you build it lower, and I think the limit's around about 6 blocks, iron golems will spawn on the ground outside of where you want them to, and that will break your farm because no more iron golems are going to spawn. So you raise it up, that means the iron golems can only spawn on the water platforms that you've got, forcing them into your lava killing death trap. Alright, so we're working on the zombie track to begin with. So we're in this centre circle, or centre square rather. Centre circle. Yeah, that doesn't exist in Minecraft. Centre square. So we're going to build this out. We'll build a little platform here. So on this bit, there's going to be some water, and that just slows the zombie down rather than going round on the track too quickly and potentially not scaring the villagers. So we'll build out this little platform. We'll then build the track, which has some sort of ups and downs as we go around, and we'll just build that out real quick right now. So whilst we watch the speeded up footage of me building the track for the zombie, what you may notice is it's an annoyingly tricky build in survival. So when you watch these tutorial videos, they're always in creative mode, and yeah, I get it, I understand why. You don't want to have to worry about resources and whatever, you just want to get on with building it, show people how to build that in their survival world, but it doesn't ever really, or very few of the videos that I watch, show you how to build these things in survival, how to do some of the tricky parts. So yeah, the 15-minute tutorial video ended up taking me about 4 hours because I'm having to scaffold up, I'm having to collect resources, go back for resources, and that brings me on to scaffolding actually, because it's quite a weird block in that a lot of people don't like it, and I don't really understand why, because I love it. So some people still use dirt towers to pillar up to where they want to build. Problem with a dirt pillar, in my opinion, is you pillar up, you get to where you want to go, you do whatever you want to do. But I always forget stuff. There's stuff in my shulkers that I have to go down and get. There's stuff that I just haven't even thought about that's over back in my base I have to fly off across. And then I want to get back up onto my structure. Well, if I do a dirt tower, then I have to do another dirt tower. And then I have to take all the things down again. Now, if I use scaffolding and I forget something, I jump down, I pick it up, I climb back up the tower. Second, at the end of this project, I just knock out the support towers, 5 seconds, picking up the scaffolding, and I am done. It is so much easier than pillaring up with blocks. I don't understand why people don't like scaffolding. If you're one of those people, then please tell me why you don't like it. I don't understand it. I've also noticed that I am not in full screen mode when recording this footage. It's a really bad habit of mine. It's not great for videos, I appreciate that. I'll try not to do it in future. But what is happening here is I'm watching the tutorial video on another monitor, so I'm quite often alt-tabbing out of Minecraft to have a look at the video just to make sure I'm building this thing right. When I do that, I come out of full screen mode because when you alt-tab when you're streaming, if you're in full screen mode, the screen just goes blank and it looks a bit rubbish. So yeah, I'll try and keep that in full screen mode. The other thing I've tried to do this week is turn off that F3 debug menu because I keep that on my screen all the time so I can work out where the hell I'm going. I've done a little bit better here while I'm building the iron farm. I've remembered to turn that off. But yeah, there's going to be clips in this footage where that's going to be turned on, and I apologise for that. I'm still trying to do my best to turn that off, to remember turning that off. The next thing is actually I've quite enjoyed making these videos, potentially a little bit more than streaming. It's a little bit more focused, a little bit easier to talk over them than the stream. And I want to do a few more of them. I need to get my setup just a little bit better because it's kind of focused towards streaming at the moment. So probably means turning my webcam off and just recording the footage without the webcam. So I've got one recording going rather than two instances of OBS. So yeah, let's cut ahead in this footage because, like I say, it's a 4-hour build. I don't think you want to watch all 4 hours of me flailing about trying to build the thing. So we've nearly got it built. It's just gone night time, and as I mentioned, we need to trap a zombie. So because it's night time, there's no one on the server sleeping. I'm going to capture this fella in this little hut. We'll cover him up, we'll name tag him, and then we'll put him into place at the end of the build. I've got some name tags on me, and for some reason I've decided to name them after characters from Friends. So here, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to trap eventually, if we can get him in. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Yeah, we're going to name this little fella Chandler. Let's just block up the walls. Awesome. Got a few more coming. Let's kill that spider. I don't want to get knocked in with Chandler. Let's kill him. I don't think he can touch us, but it's not a problem. Name tag. Awesome. I can't name him from there. Go on down a block. There we go. Chandler. Awesome. Let's cover him up so he doesn't burn. And I really need to sort out my inventory. It's just full of rubbish. Awesome. He's trapped. Okay, we can continue with the build. We can drop him in right at the very end. Awesome. So we've skipped ahead a little bit. We have done this center unit now. We have all the tracks in place. We have the water in place. We have the pressure plates in place and the slabs to keep the water in. We're just going to knock down this scaffolding, which, like I said, is so much easier than a dirt tower. Look at that. Simple. We have just got to pillar up. We'll get rid of this one, but we just got to pillar up and put on some levers just to power those pieces of track. Get rid of that stone pillar. We don't need that anymore. And we're onto the villager pods. Cool, so I'm going to speed up the footage again whilst we build out the 4 villager pods, and these things were a little bit easier to build. They contain 3 workstations, then some features to kind of let them sleep, let them work, but not let them fall out of their beds. Underneath the workstations, we then have the iron golem spawning platforms. These are just 9x9 squares with 2 high glass walls around the edge, some water, which forces the iron golems down into a 2x2 hole where we drop them out of range of the village to make sure that we don't stop new iron golems spawning, and into a lava killing zone so we get their iron drops. Awesome, so we've skipped ahead a little bit. We have done our 4 villager pods. We've done the center area for the zombie. We are done building this farm. There's only 2 things really left to do. One is the villager transport. I've been putting this off. I hate working with villagers. They just set out to annoy you and just don't do what you want to do. And then we've just got to get our zombie in as well. So I'm just going to go ahead, lay some track in from here to the villager breeder. It's a little bit of a trek, so it's going to take a little bit of time, and then we're going to start transporting our villagers across and dropping them into their final locations. So the track is in, and I'm already regretting doing it this way because this track must be 400 or so blocks long. So I've just dropped the minecart in. Cool, we've got an adult villager, so let's just follow him on his way to the iron farm. Yeah, so this track is like 400 or so blocks long. I didn't want to use portals because I thought that would be more tricky because you kind of get them into the portal, they get into the nether, then you got to try and force them through another portal. They inevitably go through the wrong portal. It's a pain. All right. So yeah, so I just went with this track, but at 400 blocks long, and I reckon it's probably going to take around about 5 minutes to transport a single villager, probably. And if I keep doing this, I'm going to use a lot of rockets. Yeah, because they're not going that quick. So maybe let's get a minecart. Let's hop onto the track. Yeah, cool. Got a minecart. Let's hop onto the track and follow him that way. That'll use less rockets and it'll keep him in motion. Because if we get outside of the chunks, that'll stop him coming across to us. So interestingly, on the left-hand side there, that village is where I got my initial villagers for my villager breeder. That time I did use portals. I kind of used the portal mechanics in Minecraft against itself. So because I'd placed my portal correctly in both locations, I'd use one of the calculators just to make sure they were in the exact correct place. I created another portal in that village, pushed the villager into that portal. Then I went into the nether, pushed them back into the same portal in the nether, and they came out of the village. So that worked quite nicely, and I should have done something a little bit similar here. Probably would have been a little bit quicker. Right, so the iron farm is getting into range now. So when he gets up top there, there's no more track. So he'll just slide into that little pod there. We'll knock out the track. Awesome. Oops. Yeah. That's not a problem. We'll get that back after. So we'll knock out this bit of track. Just nudge him in because he's just blocking up that up a little bit. Then we'll just reply to Streaky here. He's just asking for a little bit of help with the courthouse. It's the courthouse community build we've done actually. It's really cool. So yeah, 4 of us did that. So Streaky, Silver, and Fusion. It was a really fun build. And the idea being, if something happens on the server, 2 parties are in dispute. We've got a courthouse. We can gather all the people on the server together and have a trial. Oddly, the first person on trial is actually going to be Streaky because he murdered someone on the server. Yay! So, villager 1 in place now. 5 minutes of villager. I reckon I'll get that down as I get used to the process. But I've got, 12 villagers to get in. So that was a little bit silly. I should have done the portal. Never mind. It's too late now. I'm going to run them all through the track and we'll see how we get on. So for the most part, this is going really smoothly. We've already got 3 villagers in the first pod, and this is the 3rd villager into the second pod that we're doing. So we get them up here, we knock them out their minecart, and then we've got to just kind of nudge them in, but every so often they're getting kind of stuck in this place where we can't really nudge them, so we have to just give them a little tap. And in he goes. And no, sugar. Why did he die? So like 1 tap and then he's dead. I mean, what's the deal with that? 1 tap. I mean, they take a little bit of full damage. It's like 4 or 5 blocks, but I mean, that's insane. Alright, so we've got to go and get our 3rd villager for the 2nd villager pod. So yeah. So I'm guessing, so that village breeder's a little bit full, so maybe they're taking a little bit of entity cramming damage every so often. But I mean, yeah, that's a little bit annoying. So let's get ourselves another villager in and continue on our way. So we're nearly done. We've got most of the villagers in, and we just got yeah, that's a problem. So yeah, I feel a little bit bad for this, but we don't want child villagers in there. So if I was to take a child villager over there and try and put them in the pods, they could get out. So yeah, that got a little bit dark. Never mind. Awesome, an adult villager. Okay, we'll get this one in. And this may be the last one. We may have one more to do after this. Awesome. So this is the last guy. It's the 12th villager or the third villager in the fourth villager pod. Nudge him in. Awesome. 3 villagers in there. That is all 4 pods done. So now all we've got to do is get this zombie and get him up into that center platform. We can start to do a little bit of cleanup here, so we don't need this track up here anymore. We can clean this out. So I'm going to quickly go ahead, get rid of all this, and then build a new little bit of track in to get the zombie up into his final place, and then this farm should be done and produce 9 golems. Wait, no, with the exception of the fact that, yeah, I still need to do the lava killing blades. I haven't actually dug those down yet. So this will start spawning iron golems. We can test it before we do those, make sure it works, and then we can do those killing traps, and then the iron farm is done. Awesome, so we've got our track in. It's now dark. Streaky's just come over to watch. There we go, there's Streaky. Hi, Streaky. So all we got to do is get the zombie in the minecart. Go on, get in, go on, go on. Take those off. I've got thorns free on them. I might end up killing him if I don't take those off. Go on, get in the minecart. Come on, why aren't you getting... Does he not like the track? Alright, that hurt. Is it because it's not powered? Ah, awesome. So Chandler is in the minecart. So we can clear out these blocks now because he's not going to escape. And then all we've got to do is nudge him. So why isn't he... How do I nudge him? Why do I need to... That's a problem. Let's kill him. Let's get him away from there because I've got sweeping edge free. Don't want to accidentally kill Chandler. Why isn't he moving? Is it because he's... now I can't place the block back. Alright, making a right hash of this. Let's clear this out. Let's dig a channel down. Let's put some track... Yeah, this is getting worse. And we've got Streaky here to watch as well. Brilliant. Power that. No, that's wrong. Let's try again. Alright, let's loop this under and back round. Hopefully that'll get him up. Oh my god, I'm getting this horribly wrong. This has been such a long project. This has been 4 hours work. It's just this last little bit, apart from the iron golem traps, and I'm done. Awesome, that's powered. That's what we want. Let's bring that round. That'll do. Take that out. Awesome. Alright, let's power these bits up. Yep, power that up. Don't need that lamp anymore, so let's nick that. Let's power that. Why won't he go anywhere? Why can't I just give him a little bit of nudge? I literally won't go anywhere. Okay, so maybe a little bit of powered rail here. Will that help? Let's kill him. Hopefully there's no creepers about. So go on, go on. Literally, I mean that's... Why won't he go anywhere? Is there a knack to this? Yeah, let's just kill that creeper. Don't want him heading over. Let's just check around. Yep, we're good. There we go. Awesome. And no. Why did I not notice that? So, yeah, I forgot the track. Let's power that. Okay, no, wrong way again. Jesus. Why am I making this so difficult? Alright, just a nudge. Go on. Go on. Yay! Awesome. So now he should go up to the top. He should bounce off the wall. Yeah, he's already in. Awesome. Oh, and what the hell is going on with those? What's going on with those zombies? Why are they all spawned? That's insane. There's loads of them. So what the hell has caused that? Is that must be to do with the villagers? Like that must. I have never seen that happen before. And there must have been like 12 other things just instantly spawn. I'm kind of glad we got Streaky over here now, giving us a hand. Alright, that was a zombie massacre. Awesome, and I've just seen an iron golem down there, so we have... And there was a creeper. Yeah. Brilliant. Love it. I always feel bad when I cause creeper damage at someone else's base, but yeah, if Streaky saw how much damage I did to my own base from creeper blasts... It wasn't me. Shut up, Streaky. Of course it was you. Yeah, I won't worry about it, though. Yeah, okay, we can sleep now. So the zombie's in. He's protected. He's not going to get burnt by sunlight, which is awesome. And yeah, look, there's iron golems in 2 of those farms now. So the way this kind of works when you're out of range or you're just starting out for the first time, the villagers need to sleep and they need to work for them to be essentially valid villagers or a valid village. To generate the iron golems, which is potentially why we don't have any iron golems in those 2 other platforms yet. They may have just been a little bit late for sleep. Or it could be that we haven't taken those other 2 out of range. But yeah, awesome. Let's clear that up. So yeah, now we have a working iron farm. So brilliant. 4 hours hard work. And it's all working. Brilliant. So we've dug some of these iron golem traps now. We've got a couple of them already working. There we go. One over there, one over there. As you can see, burning the iron golems and we're collecting the iron drops. We're just linking the other 2 together and that means we can go AFK here tonight. It's been a good fun project to work on. It's been rather tricky. It's taken me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. You see a 15-minute tutorial video, you think, I can build that in an hour. And yeah, it takes you 4 hours. Now, I was aiming for these videos to be around about 30 minutes long, and I was looking forward to showing you some of the other stuff that I've been working on the server this week, but with this taking the best part of 20 minutes, 23 minutes to show you, we're not really going to have time for that. So it's now going to be back to let's prank Eagle. Let's get revenge on Eagle for what he did with those bells. Awesome. So I've just made my way over to Eagle's base. I've got my shulker full of wool, got my scaffolding. I'm just going to pillar up here and then I'm going to start to cover this banner up, make it a little bit more attractive. So thankfully, as I was doing this, I worked out that I probably had enough red wool, but this banner is actually quite a bit bigger than I realised. And this is around the time of the day that Eagle logs on, so I was a little bit concerned that while I was doing this, he may log on and see what I was up to. So it felt a little bit like a race against time. So I cracked on, got all this in place, and to be honest, pretty happy with the result. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Now, while I'm standing down here, pondering the meaning of life, what I'm noticing is it's a pretty good length for my name, and as you know, I brought some black wool over, so I feel like this needs, a finishing touch. So yeah, let's grab the black wool. Let's add a little bit extra to it. Awesome. So while I'm breaking out the blocks here and adding ab fielder to this banner, just so Eagle knows exactly who did it, I'm kind of contemplating that I wish I had a slightly shorter name. And as I slowly went through the letters A, B, F, I, E, L, D, I got an alert on my watch that said Eagle was starting his Minecraft stream. Now, I've got no idea where Eagle logged out, but he hasn't actually yet appeared on the server. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. I haven't cracked open his stream yet to see what's going on, but he's not on the server. We need to hurry up and finish this. Yeah, so this is taking way too long. This footage is up at like 600%, so you can see how long this is taking me, and it's been like 5 minutes since I got the alert that Eagle was starting his stream. So yeah, I'm guessing maybe he's got a holding stream on, like he's going to start in a few minutes or something. So yeah, like just a few more letters to go and I'm done. Alright, cool. Now I've just got the E and the R just to finish off, and it's all done, and we can take down this scaffolding. Thank God I use scaffolding. No, I've already mentioned this in the video, but for doing this prank, scaffolding is perfect, so I can just knock it down and I can be out of here. I was going to say without a trace, but you know what I mean. Alright, so the sign is done. And I wanted to be helpful and leave some shears. I want to leave a chest with some shears and leave a sign for Eagles that says, "Here you go, buddy. You're going to need these." I think it just, a nice touch just to round off the prank. So I was just looking for some room just to stick them in a chest. But my God, this guy has been smelting up a ton of stone. There's literally... that's all full. All the hoppers are full. Right, let's take them out of there. We've got chests on us. I was trying to make it a little bit subtle so that if he didn't notice the banner, he didn't notice the chest either. And those quick glimpse of that sign, it looks absolutely awesome. Now let's drop down a chest. Yeah, let's stick in some shears for him. And then we just need to place down a sign. Doesn't that look awesome? Except the last R. The R looks like an A. So we probably need to do something with that. But I'm so pushing my luck with this. 10 minutes maybe since I got the alert to say he was doing his stream, and I haven't got my wood shulker with me, so I can't drop a sign down. Alright, let's quickly fix up that R because that just looks a bit rubbish. I'm really pushing my luck doing this. But it's got to be good, right? You can't do a prank and half it, can you? You want to do it properly. Right, let's run up here. Awesome, he's still not on. I cannot believe he isn't on by this point. I'm built it high enough. Come on. There we go. Knock that out. Oh, which block? Which block? That's rubbish. That's still a bit rubbish, but at least it's clearly not an A, right? Right, let's get down here. Thank God for Feather Falling 4. Right, how's that looking? Awesome. Doesn't that look awesome? I love it. I love it, and I can't believe I didn't get caught doing this. All right, let's fly up and have another. Yeah, I love that. Great. It's great advertisement for me as well. Just in case you don't know who I am, I'm Ab Fielder. And now the people of Eagle Stream, they're going to know who I am too. Alright, let's... I really could do with a sign for that chest, because it just kind of rounds off the prank. If I just put some the shears down and put a sign there for Eagle, that'd be awesome. So this is kind of a junk unit, where if you've got stuff you don't need. Is there any signs? Any signs? Some wood? Some oak logs? Yeah, cool. Yeah, let's take those. Let's craft up a sign. Crap, Eagle has joined. So I'm now going to skip over to real-time audio. So this is really great timing. So I got an alert about 5 minutes ago on my phone that Eagles was streaming Minecraft, and then weirdly and happily he didn't log on, which gave me enough time to finish my revenge. And I kind of don't know where he is. Maybe if I watch his stream. Yeah, let me get his stream on. Well, I'm so happy about this. He's working on his base. Awesome. Music. I'm just waiting for his stream to load up. It's showing an advert. I have no idea where he is. Awesome. So I saw you log on to your stream. I was just doing the lettering.
Yeah.
So I'm very glad that you didn't log straight on. Because you'd have caught me in the act. So I just went and hid. I just went and hid as you logged on, so you could come and see my handiwork. There's a present for you in the chest. You're gonna need it.
You asshole.
So yeah, I'll tell you, you can have this as well. You might. Oh, no, not that. There you go. You might need those as well.
Look to the left of the tower. I have a fair few.
Yeah, it won't be enough. Right. I mean, that's such great timing. I built the. I've gone the wrong way. I built the skeleton, the sheep farm this morning for the wall.
You know there's going to be repercussions, right?
I mean, I think we're even now.
Nah. You went overboard with that one. I hit a couple of bells.
I mean, it didn't take me very long to do.
It didn't take me very long to take it down, that's for sure.
Let me grab a pair of shears. So, folks, I did help Eagles take all that down. We've gone a little bit over the 30 minutes, but I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's been full of content, and I've done so much more that I just didn't have time to show you. If you did like it, please hit the subscribe button. I'm going to try and do videos a little bit more often, just because I think I'm generating a little bit too much content to do one video per week. I'm Abs. Thanks for watching.